Hey, it's Ty Screams, and we are back for another season of Survivor. We start season 48 like every other season by learning a little bit about a few of the castmates and then getting to the mat chat. Jeff welcomes them in, and we hear from a few people and discuss where they came from and what brought them to Survivor. We then hear the tribe names of Siva, Vula, and Logi and hop into the Marooning Challenge. A classic muddy obstacle course that ends with throwing sandbags onto high platforms. Winner gets their camp supplies, and losers have to get theirs another way. During the challenge, Kevin starts to complain about a shoulder injury, and Logi pulls ahead to win their camp supplies. Jeff says for the other tribes to earn their camp supplies, they need to send a representative to try to get them. Vula decides Kevin, and Siva decides Kyle, and they head out while everyone else heads back to their camps. They all reach their beach, and bonds start forming. Thomas on Logi is quickly able to find an ally in Bianca. David uses his stuntman charm on everyone, and Cedric realizes that they're definitely the weakest tribe. The two that went on the journey must then fight to get their flint. They must find a machete, collect a pot from atop of a bamboo pole, and then fill a jug to retrieve the key for the singular flint. While filling the jug, Kyle accidentally breaks his jug, securing the win for Kevin. Kyle then helps Kevin fill his jug to get the key and the flint. At Vula, Mary quickly builds a fire and strategy talks start, where Kevin is getting talked to by literally everyone. On Siva, David and Mitch are trying to uncover a puzzle when Kyle returns empty-handed. David then tells everyone about the puzzle him and Mitch found, which causes the tribe to go on a wild goose chase trying to figure it out instead of building their shelter. The absolute units of the Logi tribe are building up their shelter, and Ava is stacking up so much bamboo. Ava and Joe pull off to form an alliance because Ava notices his amazing energy and wants to keep that going. Say pushes the three guys to start looking for the idol, but Mary and Stephanie notice. Just before Say is able to give up, she finds the Beware Advantage. She quickly opens it, and it's a cryptex. She also is realizing that she didn't study math before coming out and worries about losing her vote. Logi is starting to notice Star away from camp as she was out searching for idols. This causes the boys to form the California Girls Alliance, and they start to think about even bringing in Ava for a fourth and allow them to have the majority. Ava also pulls Joe aside and tells him about her autism, and he agrees to be there for her if she has any episodes. Camilla and Kyle on Siva realize that they have way too much in common, but Charity's name is in everyone's mouth because Camilla decided to plant those seeds early. Say is back on the Beware Advantage and loops in her alliance, and they all work together to try to crack it. They're struggling, but then Say realizes the colors of the symbols around camp match up with the numbers included in the Beware Advantage. She's able to figure out the letters, and Cedric cracks it and spells listen, and Say gets an immunity idol. Finally, the Immunity Challenge, which is an obstacle course where they carry a sled to the end where they then must complete a Survivor logo puzzle. Logi dominates and is able to secure immunity, with Siva securing the second immunity idol and sending Vula to the first tribal council of the season. Back at the Vula camp, Stephanie starts the conversation off by taking responsibility for lacking in the puzzle, which the tribe sees as admirable, but Say and Cedric see it as too little, too late. Mary doesn't care about Stephanie's performance of the puzzle and plans to vote for Say. More conversations are happening, and both Kevin and Justin feel like they're in the middle, but see the advantages of getting Say out. Now it's the first tribal council of the season, and the new set looks amazing. Jeff asks about the first few days, their horoscopes get brought up, and then Say and Stephanie get in a bit of a pissing match about their own Survivor games. They vote. Stephanie actually plays her shot in the dark on the first episode. Jeff opens the roll, and Stephanie is not safe. He reads the votes, and the votes are Say, Steph, Steph, and Steph, and that's enough. Steph becomes the first person voted out of Survivor 48. This was a pretty solid premiere. Overall, I think the tribes are off to a great start, with some players that are clearly playing harder than others. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in next week for another recap of Survivor.